What's up, guys? Tarek with Max Wax Packs, and I am doing another video here on some guys that I ran into at the recent Conroe Card Show. It was 2 weeks ago, I think. And here's their sticker right here, actually. It's called Rage Proof Gaming. And I'm going to tell you something cool about these guys. So I took my son, actually 2 of my sons went, Ashton and Jaden went, and then we took one of my son's friends, Aiden. So it was 4 of us going. I think there's a picture on our Facebook about it. It was awesome. I mean, it was really cool. It was fun to see these guys. It's more fun for my son, my youngest son, to just go in there and have a good time. And so we run into some people. So my son is actually walking around with his little bucket, his little box, his little Pokemon box. He's got cards and he's trying to trade people. And I'll say for the most part, everybody's pretty cool with him. I mean, he's trying. He's, hey, you want my card? Of course, he thinks his cards are all top of the line. And I'm not going to tell him any different. If he loves them, he loves them. And I will say that 9 out of 10 of the guys were super cool about it. There's a couple like, no, your card's not worth anything. And, I told my son, don't worry about it. Those people aren't worth anything. I mean, it's pretty simple. But something did stand out, and it was these guys here. So let me give you the story on this first. Let me show you what I picked up from the guy, right? So this is what I picked up, and here's the story behind this card. And then there's another card that I'm going to show you as well. I don't know anything about Pokemon, but my son does, and he fell in love with this card. So the deal was that we went up to these guys, and I pulled their Facebook page up. So here's their Facebook page right here, right? So this is their Facebook page, Rage Proof Gaming. I don't know if they're going to have pictures of the dude here. I wish they would, but I assume this is him. Yeah, I see. That was where we were at. Oh, that's their followers. Shane is the one who put on the show, actually. I'm sorry, I totally missed that. Do they have any other photos? I'd like to point out the guy. He was really cool. He's a kid. Okay, well, I guess not. So we'll just go back to posts. But in either case, so we were at the, let me see if they posted during the show. No. So we were at the show. Sorry for all the noise, by the way. They're finishing our pool and outdoor kitchen. So we ran into these guys. I don't know their name. I really sucks because I should have gotten their name, but I don't know the guy's name. But what we had there was we had a husband and wife and son, okay? And so here's the coolest part, right? So my kid walks up and he's like, hey, I guess he's trying to talk to them. And I was at a different booth talking to somebody. And my son comes back and he's like, look what they gave us. And just because, and I went and talked to him, so I'll verify. This is exactly what they told me. They said, every kid should have cards. Every kid should be able to enter this hobby. And they were so kind. And they were just giving my son and his friend, they said, they really respected the fact that they went up and talked to them. My kid and his friend went up and actually, had conversation and wasn't shy about it, tried to make a deal or whatever. And so I went over to say thank you, right? I just went over and thanked them. I just want to say, look, guys, thanks a lot for treating my kid cool and for treating him, like he's somebody that matters. And thanks for looking at his cards. And thanks for, you gave him cards. We didn't ask for any. And because they did that, we got to talking, and their son had a booth right next to them. So they have a table right next to each other. And their son had the Pokemon cards, and they had these cards, like this Roberto Clemente, which I'm going to show you guys just a minute. So I said, okay, look, dude, here's what we're going to do. And those of you that meet me in person will know that this is what I do. I flip quarters all the time. I flip for everything. I don't know, money, houses, cars, cards, doesn't matter, land. If there's a way to flip and we can make a deal, we're going to do it. So their son, I looked at my son, I said, look, they don't need any of your cards, but which one do you want of theirs? And my son pointed at this one right here. So this is one card that he really loves. And I said, okay, fine. How much is it? And the guy said, look, it's going to be, he had it marked up somewhere like $450 or $500. And there's always this wiggle room. So I said, okay, look, what's the best you can do? And I think he had said $400. And I said, I tell you what, I'll flip your quarter. I win, it's $300. You win, it's $400. And he agreed to just a little over $400 if we were going to flip. I said, fine. We flipped and I won. And I gave the guy $300. I don't know what this card's worth, but my son wanted it. And the gentleman showed me it had somewhere in the market range of probably around $300, $200 to $400, somewhere in there. And here's the cool part though, right? The cool part was I looked at the guy and I said, listen, I know I won the flip, and he's a younger guy. And I'm like, but I don't want you to lose either, okay? I'm not looking here to take anybody's money. Are you sure you're okay? And he looked at me and goes, bro, I got $50 wrapped in it. And I'm like, I couldn't be happier for the kid then. This is the way it should be. You should be. This is the way, the American way, man. You put your time into something and you sell it for a profit. I could never be mad at that. That's what makes the wheels run. All these woke idiots that think that everything, oh, it's not fair. Shut up, okay? This kid did it right. And he treated my kid with respect, and he treated me with respect. And you could tell he seemed so excited that he sold the card, and he didn't care about the flip. He was just excited about the experience, the gentleman that sold it to us. And we were excited. My kid's bouncing off the wall. Thanks, Dad. And I'm like, man, do you realize that people blow money on dumbest stuff all the time? And I sit there and I go, you know what? $300 could go to taking somebody out to dinner, or a group of 4 out to dinner. But man, memories like this, and it didn't have to be $300. It just happened to be the card he wanted. But those memories will stay forever. For both of us, I think. For the people from Rage Proof Gaming, and then for us. Now, us more because they see 1 million customers. We don't see that many people obviously doing this. But here's the other part, and this is where I get to this next card, right? So as I was leaving to thank the gentleman, I said, okay, look, he had this card that's sitting there, and I like the card. And I was like, listen, man, you have been so cool with my kid. I'm going to buy something from you. So he had it listed for 80, and I said, what's the best you can do? And he said, I could probably do 40. And I said, fine, how about we flip double or nothing? And his wife looked, he had said, you have to ask my wife. And I looked at her, and she just looked at me and was like, nope. And it was so funny because I get it, because like my wife would have done the same thing. That's why she didn't go with me to these things. And so I paid him. I paid him his $40 or whatever. I said, here you go, I'll give you $40 for it. I don't care about the card, right? I mean, I like the card. I always respect all the players, whether they're famous or not. If they're on a card, man, good for them. They've done something amazing to get to that point. And so I will always respect the card, and I'll bag it and do whatever with it. But the point is this guy was so cool, and he wasn't about the money. And he wasn't about the, hey, get away from here, kid. You know, you're not spending anything. He was just embracing my son in a way of just, and his wife and his son. That family was, they are the epitome of the people I like to mix with, because they don't care how much you make. I walk in there and you look at me, guys. I'm tatted head to toe, okay? I finally got my shirts in, but I'm usually wearing a hoodie. I don't look like I've got a pot to piss in. And I'm not saying I've got a lot, but I'm saying that I can pretty much buy what I need. And I've noticed that some people blow me off because I don't look the part. And I'm like, fine, piss off. I'll go somewhere else. And some people, like these people, they just embraced it. They were just like, cool, man, whatever you want. They were cool. And that means more to me than anything. So I want to give them a shout out. I'm not a big time player here. Now, I have a lot of cards, and I've spent a lot of money to get here. And my site shows that. I mean, but outside of that, that's pretty much it. But these people deserve to have a mention for them, okay? Because they're awesome. And so I just want to give a shout out. So I wish I had their names. I don't, but I do have their Facebook page. It's right there. And this is a sticker that the guy gave me. I gave him a sticker. He gave me a sticker. I was like, look, I'm going to make a mention of you on our page. So anyways, special thanks to the father and son and wife, the whole family. Special thanks to, I'll try to fit these on. I know it's a minimized area, but this is what I picked up from them. And I'm forever grateful. So listen, for my family and yours, God bless, be safe. You guys really made our day and our weekend. And Shane, so did you. Thanks for putting on the show. Appreciate you very much. As a matter of fact, they had a link to Shane right here, so I want to go ahead and make a mention to him. So here's Shane Connon right here. Super cool, right? Super cool. Lives in Montgomery, and he puts on the, at Homewood Suites, he puts on the show. So thank you, Shane, for doing all that as well. All right, guys, so that pretty much wraps it up. Special thanks again to Rage Proof Gaming. I'm going to shoot them an email here in a minute, let them know I at least did this video. And guys, we'll see you soon. Pay attention to our page here. I think we're adding about another $100,000 worth of cards that we just put on, and then we're going to start our challenges. I've moved everything around a little bit. But check it out, and we'll talk to you soon, guys. All right, God bless, be safe. We'll see you soon. Peace.